Welcome to the Bookover, our little book club where we talk about books, especially the ones that give us those book hangovers. I'm Sarah, and this is
Megan. Hi.
and we're so excited to have you part of our book club. I started reading a few years ago because I had two little girls. I was a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, and I needed something more than TV to keep my brain active, but it was still quiet during like nap time or when everyone went to bed at night. So it just turned into this big hobby for me, something that I loved. I actually can't sit still enough to do anything. If I'm sitting still, I'm reading a book. Don't ask me to read instructions or a long letter in the mail, but I will read a book. I am also a wife, a mother of the two little girls. I have become a soccer mom recently. I'm sure when school starts, I will be a room parent as well. And then I'm also an event coordinator who does mostly weddings as my career. So as much as I love books, I also have, all of the adulting things to do too. But I really like books because it's a good escape. I love talking about books. So I'm so thankful that I met Megan on our Bookstagrams and now have somebody that can talk to me about all of our special dark and indie authors out there. So Megan, how did you start reading?
Okay, so I started reading in a pretty non-traditional way. Growing up, I had dyslexia, so I had a not so good condentation with books. I never read for pleasure. College, I did a couple, I read 50 Shades of Grey because it was the hype, but it just wasn't for me. So I started getting migraines and I exhausted podcasts at the time. So I did audiobooks. Um, and that's how I started. It was through an audiobook. I just Googled randomly during a migraine spell, and Wicked Gaza, Michelle Hercules was reverse harem, had no idea what it was, had no idea what indie authors was, listened to it, loved it, needed the next one. It wasn't available. So I messaged her on Facebook and she responded. And I was like, what? I'm shocked. And she told me it was on Kindle and she told me about her group. And that was it. That was it for me. I got into the groups and I fell in love with it. And I decided to start reading, and I was like, what? I like reading. I never thought I was a book person. It was amazing. So it just transported me to this world. I was a huge TV and film buff, and I just gave it up. My TV's unplugged. I just escaped to these book worlds. I'm making up for lost time. So I absolutely love it. I'm a preschool teacher. So like you said, it's not just all about books. It's books whenever it can be. But I've got a very busy life as a preschool teacher. But I'm really enjoying the book world and bookstagramming and all that good stuff. So that's my non-traditional way of getting into books. So anyone can start at any point in life, and even if you have a learning disability or had one.
Exactly. And that's what I like about books and our book club, especially, is that, we're going to be talking about all kinds of books. We do have our favorites that we will be doing a lot of, but there's just so many types of books out there, and it opens the world for you. You get to experience things that you normally might not experience. You get to, meet different personalities, see different things around the world just from reading a book. And then also what I'm loving right now is just the Bookstagram world and just the book world in general, how we have all these groups of people who like the same things as us. That we can talk to. We might have never met or seen in real life, but there's been so many people where I'll comment on their stuff and say, I love this book too, and we'll have a whole discussion on Facebook or Instagram about a book that we both like. So I'm hoping to bring that here with us at the Bookover. Hopefully you enjoy the books that we talk about too. Hopefully if you haven't read them before, you're finding something that you like as well, and that I'm hoping that becomes more, I know, moms have book clubs and it ends up being gossip about life or, just going to get drunk or whatever. And so I'm really hoping that we can enjoy this and talk about what we want to talk about. And I'm really excited for everybody to join us and to enjoy it just like Megan and I are.
I am as well. I'm very happy that we met and we connected over books. So this is great.
Well, we are so excited. Stay tuned. We have a couple of episodes in the works and they will be out shortly. And we hope to see you at book club.
Yes, join our book club.